Hello guys and welcome back to Watching Time. Today we're going to be talking about a watch that I was hoping was remade and luckily it was. So we're talking about the Seiko Landmaster. I am not an expert on Seikos. I know much more about Swiss made watches, but definitely I love Japanese watchmaking. And even if I'm not an expert, and as you know, the objective of the channel is also to share my point of views, my feelings on the watches. It's not really about the technicalities. That's something that I leave to experts that actually are on that area. Mine is more on the passion that watches communicate, on the feeling that they give you. And today we're talking about this Landmaster. So it's a re-edition, 30th anniversary from the first Landmaster that was released by Seiko, a watch that was designed originally to explore. It's not an explorer, but the idea around the Everest is always there. So you have a watch that has a function in the bezel that it's a compass. How compasses work on a bezel, for the ones of you that don't know it, it's not a real compass at all. You will need to stop the watch and you will need to use your hours and minutes hands to actually position yourself in a way respect to the sun with the bezel to understand what is your orientation. So it takes out the functionality of the watch when you are using the compass, and it doesn't give you a precise compass measurement. So it's not for you to to actually find a map route, but if you are lost in the forest, probably this will save your life. So that's the type of compass that this is. Anyway, or anyhow, this watch, I think it's a fantastic new option. The 42 millimeters of the case, the 50 lug to lug, 12.5 width. As always, Seiko make watches that even if on the letter they are big watches, they wear like they are not. This is what you see with the Sumo. This is what you see with the Marine Master. Big watches, they wear quite nicely also on a small wrist. And this is the situation that we have also here. So you're going to be looking at it right now on my 18.5 centimeters wrist. It's a medium wrist, not big, not small. But as you can see, respect to my wrist, it tends to wear small. And that's also an effect done because of the size case, the lug to lug, which is very reduced still for the 42 mils. The crown that it's quite near to the case and hidden by these crown guards, but also the bezel and everything that's going on the dial, which at the end of the day, it's small compared to the watch size because you have a big dial. You have a lot going on in there. So that reduces visually the effect that the watch has on the wrist. Another nice touch that they did was the second hand golden and the Seiko name golden. I think it fits perfect with the whole thing going on and the color. As you can see, probably I will try to zoom here better. The dial, it's just a fantastic, almost Grand Seiko quality. It has this nice blue shade that goes from light to dark that is inspired by the skies that you see from a high altitude like Mount Everest. And it has these details going on, as you can see on the video, that remind me of some of the Grand Seikos. I have the snowflake, I know what I'm talking about, and this is just fantastic. I think you are going to be having, for the price point, definitely a very nice craftsmanship. The movements that this Grand Seiko Landmaster is proudly wearing is an 8L35, hand positioned and calibrated by Japanese experts, so this is something more. The movement is also one of those movements that was used in the past for Grand Seiko. It's a normal movement, not high beat, nothing fancy, but it was one of the movements exclusive from Grand Seiko line, so you're going to be having definitely something that it's quite interesting, manufactured in the heart of the movement. Let's go back to the design overall of the Landmaster. So as you can see, aesthetically, I like it. I think that there's a lot of things going on between the dial and the bezel, but it works just fine for my taste. Full titanium dia shield, so that it doesn't scratch as easily as titanium does. The clasp, as always, not my favorite part in some Seikos, because for the price point I expect something more, but it's functional, it works fine, and it has a quick adjustment that works. Putting down this, you can actually get it out. It's ugly to see, but it works if you are wearing something technical and you just don't care about aesthetics and you want to have it quickly resized for wearing it on top. The date function is there at 3 o'clock, but actually doesn't bother me at all. I think it works overall with dial. I would have preferred it not to have the date, just because aesthetically I would have liked the 9 marker to be repositioned also on the 3 hours mark, but that's just a matter of taste. The golden touch of the name and the second hands works perfectly. I hope that it comes out on the video. The titanium bracelet is superb, Grand Seiko quality. It has also nice polish areas that are very, very nicely done. So overall, I don't want to keep this video too long. I wanted to do this nice presentation of this watch, add it to my collection, and I think it's an excellent piece. If you want to take a chance, these are 1,000 pieces being made, so there are not a lot. Take it, get it. I think you will get back a lot for your money, especially if you find some discounts on it. And definitely, I think will add a lot respect to what you will find on a Landmaster. Landmaster has a big history, and the first edition of the Landmaster was similar to this with the compass bezel. Over the last few years, the Landmaster divarigated a lot from the original models, and as you can see, I have the unicorn here, big case, spring drive movement, which is fantastic for the price point. But as you can see, very nicely done. Another thing that is important for you to notice, and I'm sure you can see it on the video, the anti-reflective coating on these Landmasters is fantastic. It's something that I love, because either on this one or in this one, it's like you have no sapphire glass on top. You go straight and see the dial perfectly with no reflections. I love it. Anyway, guys, I hope that you like this video, and we will see each other very, very soon. I will also do a review of this King Seiko that I love also, that was added recently to my collection, and you can see the difference between having an anti-reflective treatment or not in the glass compared to the Landmaster. Anyway, take care and see you very, very soon.